Hello. Today I was researching for an upcoming video and found a rather interesting video. It's always interesting to see how others view the regression community, so I thought I'd have a look. I was unfortunately surprised by a mound of misinformation and hate. So as an age regressor myself, I thought I'd make a little video about it. I usually wouldn't make a video like this because not only is it not the lighthearted content I enjoy making, but usually these people are not willing to change how they think. However, I think this video is important to make regardless. Anyways, let's start.
Age regression, as defined by the medical community, is a return to one's earlier stage of either emotional, behavioral, or social development. It is often a response to severe trauma earlier in one's life, and other times, it's a fun, quirky thing to do with your friends.
What a start.
When my boyfriend says he misses his little baby, and I instantly regress. This is cute, I fear. Check the hard drive.
Genuinely, what makes you think it's okay to accuse someone of that? Just for being cringe, even as a joke.
You're adorable. Hard drive him.
The joke isn't any more funny the second time, but also, not blurring the usernames is cruel and petty.
Hi, I'm a little. Nice to meet you. I like to use pacifiers, I like to color, and I also like to watch kids' TV shows, and also things that pertain to being a child. Yes, I do know how old I actually am. No, I do not think that I'm a child. I like to get into a headspace where I perceive myself as a child and do childlike things.
Now, anytime I make a video about this, there's always a subsection of people that get very, very pissed off.
Your videos are literally rage bait. Of course people will be frustrated with your bad takes and insensitivity.
I want to make one thing very clear here, which is that I'm not just making a video making fun of mental illness. What I'm touching on is a phenomenon that is continuing to grow in our culture, especially among young people, which seems to be what I have now, as of just this moment, coined mental illness tourism. There seems to be a growing fan base surrounding a lot of things which were previously coping mechanisms, mental illnesses. These things
Called a community. It's human nature to share experiences and lifestyles. So of course it will culminate into a group of similar people. While romanticizing mental illness can be harmful, age regression is not a mental illness. And even mental illness communities can be very helpful when handled appropriately.
are things that have a culture to them. And anytime there's a culture and an aesthetic to something, there are going to be people who are drawn to that thing for those reasons.
I mean, yeah, but who gives a shit? If they want to re-experience their childhood, why do you care?
So you cannot tell me that there are not droves of children now that are getting into coping mechanisms, psychological coping mechanisms, and mental illnesses that they otherwise would not have, simply because we have all these creators talking about all the cool different ways that they age regress. When your caregiver forgot they put you in the corner. Here we got a very 40-year-old looking thing with looks like a tutu and a whole ass situation.
Wow, this commentary is truly 10 out of 10.
Come here, baby.
I'm physically ill.
We're gonna kick this one off with a really weird, rare pump reed instrument called...
Comments are turned off. Yeah, that seems about right. Of course, here we got age regression is part of black culture. Now, I didn't know this, but she is black, so I'll take her word for it.
Stop hitting me for seconds. What did you got? Come here, I got your bottle ready. It's all nice and warmed up. Wait, before I feed you, did you clean up your toys? You did? Good. Do you have to get this protocol? Go to your room and turn off the computer right now. You wanna behave? Itadakimasu? Dude, what are you saying? It's itadakimasu. Itadakimasu. So don't mind Google Translate because I know it's super robotic. It doesn't have the best translation, but there you go. Hey, Tails, I really can't do everyone in this room.
Damn it, Shadow, stop telling Tails to say that. I would apologize for being a good parent.
I think we're meant to be, but I fucked up definitely. She keeps on texting me, but like I know definitely.
Imagine being so bad at content creation that you have to make up lies about a community. And then when you run out of content to make fun of, you have to use an obviously satire account. So either you're stupid or you think your viewers are. However, from your comments, I'm guessing it's both.
This just sent us back eons. This is so important, and it needs to be talked about more. I am very curious about this. Could you please elaborate?
Later.
Oh, I got a reply. So basically, it's very important, and it needs to be talked about more. What?
Check out the big brain on bread.
We black people do not claim this. Okay, so the masses seem to be a little divided on this issue. I'm gonna have to request a solid from you guys. Calling all black Slyboy fans, tap in. Black Slyboy fans, tap in, please.
Tap in, Black Slyboy fans. Black Slyboy fans, tap in.
Black Sly Boy fans tap in.
Black Sly Boy fans.
Is this what being black is about? I would love to know. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, she's got a duet with Dax.
You should have known what's coming. Started my sentence with dear God, but that's searching for a reason. I was suffocating just my endless voice, so I say.
When I tell someone I age regress and I'm bad at hiding it.
Well, I'm listening.
Marco.
Polo.
Wait, okay, all right. Hey, time the fuck out. You're like 12 years old. If you age regressed much more, you would just cease to exist. Just I could go back to my childhood. Those were the good old days. 6 months ago when I was a young spring chicken, all youthful and fresh. How you want me, but don't like my age regression? What? I'm a 28-year-old man. I have no business changing some bitch's diaper.
Then she don't want you.
Hello, darling. So, I have been asking for a wild meal video and so like nice sweet cute
What the fuck are you trying to riz me while I'm trying to get into little space, man? Like, what the hell? I'm not trying to have some guy talk to me like, how you doing, baby girl? That's not where I'm at right now. Like, any other day of the week, I would be fucking, panties dropping to the floor. But when I'm in diaper zone, I'm not trying to have someone trying to get in there, all right? I'm trying to take a little shit in that thing. I'm trying to have my peas and my animal crackers, all right? I don't want to be talked to by some hunky polyamorous piece of man ass. ASMR caregiver sees you regress for the first time. Age regression comfort roleplay M4A.
Hey, sweetie. It's great to see you again. You okay? How are things going? You can tell me. You know that, right?
We used to be a proper country. All right, we used to go to fucking war and die for some sweetheart back home. Some girl who dresses so modestly you've never even seen the bare skin of her calf. What
are we doing here?
We used to have struggles like proper men, dying, exploiting other nations for their oil. And now our country is full to the brim with this soft shit. Talking about come here, my sweet. Shut the fuck up. Get a job.
Hey King, how about you get a job? Where do you think regressors get the money for huge-ass cribs and expensive pacifiers? Anyways, this guy seems somewhat smart and well-articulated, so I hope he can learn to make better content and get a life. Goodbye. Sorry this was a lazy post.